everyone, my name is Roberta Sanders and I'm the operations manager here at Casas por Cristo. I'm here to walk you through the process of signing up for a mission trip as an individual. We call these trips Team Casas. Let me show you. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is go to the Casas por Cristo website, which is casasporcristo.org. Once you get there, you're gonna go to the top right-hand side of the screen and click the register button. There are several types of registration on this page, but the one you're going to go to is the Team Casas / individual trip registration. Once you get here, you just need to know the dates and the location of the trip that you are wanting to join. So I'm gonna just choose this first one. This is the Acuña, Mexico trip, December 27th through 30th of this year. Once the page loads, you will see some read-only fields at the top. These are just showing that you are signing up for the trip you want to sign up for. So this is the trip to Acuña, and I need to arrive December 26th, and I will start building on December 27th, and we'll finish building December 30th. The billing info is next. In this field is where I need to enter the name of the person who's going to pay for my invoice. So I'm gonna pretend that my name is Test, and I'm going to pay for my own invoice. So I'm just gonna write my own name in here. For the participant info, I'm gonna enter my first name and last name, my date of birth, and my preferred email. I'm just gonna use my personal email. My preferred phone, choose mobile phone. And then my address. And then passport number. If I don't have a passport yet, or if I've applied for it and just don't have the number yet, or if it's expired or anything like that, I can put just any number in here, and I can give the team coordinators that information later when I receive my passport. But for now, I'm just gonna enter a fake passport number. And it also asks for the passport expiration date. So obviously we want your passport to be valid at the time of the trip, so it's always a good idea to double check that while you're registering, so that you don't accidentally sign up for a trip and then not be able to go due to a passport issue. So I enter those there. If, like I said, I don't have my passport yet, I can just enter any date and any number there. For citizenship, just enter the country of my citizenship. I'm gonna say United States. And then this question is asking if I would be willing to lead a devotion during the week. So we do nightly devotions at the end of each work day. These are usually about 15 minutes, and it's just a time to debrief and reflect on what God has been teaching us through our experience through the mission trip. So if I would be willing to lead one of those in the evening, I would check this box. If not, just leave it blank, and that's totally fine. If this is my very first mission trip with Casas por Cristo, I'm gonna click this yes button. I'm gonna pretend that it is, and I'm gonna say how I heard about Casas. So I'm gonna say, a friend told me about it, and that friend's name was Test Friend told me about her experience, and it made me want to come check it out. Any additional info, if there's anything special, particular that I want to make sure Casas por Cristo knows about me or why I'm signing up for this trip, I would put that information here. For now, I'm just gonna put NA. And then if there's anybody else coming with me, I'm gonna click this Add Trip Participants. I only wanna click this button if the other people coming with me are going to be on my invoice. If they're gonna be invoiced separately, then I would just fill out a separate registration form for them. So I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna pretend I have a child coming with me. So I'm gonna call this Test Child with a birth date of 2001, and then I can list my own email for my child here if I want to be the ones receiving the emails about their trip, or if they have their own email and I want them to receive it, I can put their own email there. For this one, I'm just gonna list mine. And then a phone number, I can also list mine here, or I can list theirs if I would want Casas to reach out to them directly. And then if the address is the exact same as what I put in for myself, I just check this box here and it clears those fields out so I don't have to fill them out. Again, I'm gonna pretend that my child does not have a passport yet, so I'm just gonna enter 0 for the passport number in today's date. But if I do have it, then of course I wanna enter the actual number. And their citizenship, we'll say, is United States. I'm gonna say no, they don't wanna lead a devotion, and there's no extra info for them to know. Or I could list something like, Tess' child has a severe peanut allergy, or anything specific that I think Casas should know. Then I click the next button. This last page is just going to be some agreements that I have to agree to in order to register and sign up for this trip. This is sort of like a contract. We just want to make sure you know what you are signing up for and what you're getting into. So the first one is the spiritual purpose. You need to agree that you understand that Casas is more than just a humanitarian organization. While building homes is what we do, the core mission is really to meet the spiritual need for Jesus Christ. So I'm going to agree to that. Then there is a deposit and cancellation agreement that I'll have to agree to. And we just want to make sure you understand that you do have to pay a $100 deposit up front to hold your spot on the team. If you cancel, you will not get that money back. That is non-refundable. If you cancel within or before 30 days prior, then the rest of your fees can be returned to you. But if you cancel after that deadline, we'll have to keep some of the fees. And if you cancel within 7 days, we have to keep even more just because of the costs we have involved. So it explains all those details here. You just need to agree to that. And then the final payment agreement is just saying you understand that your final trip fees are due 30 days prior to the trip. So I've agreed to everything. I'm gonna click submit. And that now my registration is submitted. The next steps are you should receive a phone call from the team coordinators. The next steps are you should receive a phone call from our team coordinators and an immediate email in your inbox. And it's going to have information about the trip and link to our trip guide. We do recommend that you read through that, read through the trip guide, and then let us know if you have any questions. And then we'll also be sending you an invoice shortly thereafter, and it should outline all of your fees and have a link to pay that deposit. And then if you have any questions, you can always reach us at 915-778-0046.